everyone, welcome to this video and welcome to this channel. My name is Courtney if you guys are new here. I am on my way to go and teach right now. I'm doing a day in a life as a adjunct professor. This is my first semester teaching with the college that I'm teaching at, so I thought I would just show you guys what it's like. I know I was definitely interested in finding videos like this before I started the position, so I just thought I would show you guys kind of what it's all about, and I'll explain a little bit more on the way. But let's go ahead and get started. We have a 9 a.m. class for the first class. So I'll go ahead and get started. Sorry, I didn't realize how loud it would be here on the road, but I thought I would tell you a little bit about my class before I actually show you guys kind of what I'm doing. So I teach English. It's basically the intro level English class for college students. It's focused on a lot of writing skills and technical writing skills, as opposed to the next class, the next step up, which is a little bit more focused on literature itself. So I teach both at the college itself, which is where I'm taking you guys now. I have my first class at 9 a.m. So like I said, it's inside of the college. I do have 18-year-old students, but I also have more mature students, 40, 45, much later in life as well. So it's kind of a mixed range. And then I'll actually go and teach at my dual enrollment schools later on today, which I will show you guys. And those are my high school students. And I don't actually go to the high school itself. You'll notice that I'm actually going to a separate building that's just kind of built inside of my county to house any dual enrollment students, which are just essentially high schoolers taking college level classes. They come to that specific building to receive any of that instruction from different institutions. And I wanted to bring you guys along today actually because I thought it might be a good day to show you kind of what it's like to teach, but also we have an upcoming essay that's going to breed a lot of different questions coming up. I know that they're nervous to turn in the essays, so today I am going to be going through and showing them how to submit everything from Word documents to Google Docs and how to save it as a PDF, submit it online. We'll be talking a little bit about MLA format, 12-point font, Times New Roman, stuff like that, and just making sure that the content that we've covered this whole entire time is going to be encompassed in their essay. And then we'll be moving and jumping into a review game, which is kind of why I wanted to show you guys today. I think it'll be a little bit more fun. So half of the class is going to be more serious, just technicalities. This is how you turn it in. Is everybody ready to turn in their first essays? And then the second part is going to be a review game. A lot of you guys who are watching probably know me from my ESL content and living and teaching in South Korea. And I actually took one of the review games I usually use for my elementary school ESL students, and it's an Avengers themed game, and that's what we're using today. So of course I modified the content so that it's college level content and that I hope it's fun. It's a review of the chapter and what we're learning, which is all about entertainment, film, television. I think that it's fun to do games like this, even when they're in college, just to kind of get them to relax in class, especially before essays are due, kind of make them feel comfortable so that they can come up later on, ask me any questions that they may or may not have, because this is a huge portion of their grade and they know that. And also just kind of get more and more comfortable with their surrounding class. We don't do a ton of group activities in English, so it's just a good opportunity to work on those small things and again review the actual content of the chapter. We're going to show up and I'm just going to turn everything on like normal and kind of show you guys what we're dealing with in the classroom. So I just got in, sat down. I'm going to pull up basically all the materials I need and then let down the screen to make sure the presentation's ready. Alright guys, so I made it to Barnes & Noble. I generally like to go here or a coffee shop after I finish up with my first class because like I said, I just have the one college on campus one. And in the meantime, I like to do a lot of grading, especially because it is Monday. So I like to catch up from the weekend. I get a lot of emails over the weekend, but especially with essays coming up, I need to make sure that I'm very much on top of that. So generally I will just go in, I'll do some grading, answering emails in the meantime. This is kind of my lunchtime, I suppose, but I do like to be productive in the in-between, especially because I don't necessarily have an office that I can work in, so this just kind of enables me to have the best work day in my opinion that I can. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to do that work, and then I'm going to head out in a little bit over an hour. Usually it's about an hour and a half, and then go to my next class, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit more about the materials that I actually used inside of the class and kind of show you what that was like. Alright, so I'm doing actually something I never do and I haven't done thus far of teaching here, but I actually stopped by and just got some, I guess this is my lunch. It's a Planet smoothie. It's the peanut butter one. I haven't had it before, but I was really hungry, and usually I'll bring something to eat or just a little snack in between my classes, but I forgot and didn't have anything today. That's why I stopped by, so we're gonna try this. Pretty good. And then I'm probably gonna head into the school early because I don't actually offer office hours for my high school students. I do, but I won't be on their campus and I can't expect them to drive and meet me at college office hours. So I try to show up a little bit early for my students, and that way they can ask me any questions. Some of them actually take the bus in and out, so it's a little bit different than college students and the availability I have to have, or at least I want to have for them. So I'm gonna go in a little bit early and do that. Here's an example of the board and the setup. So this is actually the PowerPoint that I'm using, which I got from Hayes Teaching Toolkit, which I can definitely link below. I used her for a lot of different ESL things, but essentially I broke the class into either 6 teams or 4 teams, and they're each a Marvel character. And what you do is you go and you click here, and this one's a touch screen, so it works nicely. And then they pick from any of these letters. It's the full alphabet, but they've gone through and already chosen a lot. So I'll just show you guys the letter and then go back. This one asks, what are 3 types of entertainment? They list them because that's part of our chapter, and I click correct. And then there's some type of reward. And so basically the winners of these got some bonus points added onto their tests, because this has to do with review content for the chapter. So for MLA formatting, I just pulled up this example document. This is the one that is on Word, and then just kind of went through and showed them like this. The font needs to be changed to where it's Times New Roman, so how they can go in and basically just change all of these things to make it correct, make sure that it's actually 12-point font at the top, and then how to, go ahead and file and save so that they can submit. A lot of them haven't turned in PDF documents before. Alright, so I have a little bit of time before I go and do all of my grading at the end of the day, which you'll see. So I'm actually going to run into TJ Maxx because it's fall time and I want to check out all the fall decor and scents and all of that. So just a little splurge on my way back home. So I'm going to go. Next up in order of importance is letting this man right here out in a cone currently because he had surgery. Unfortunately, he basically tore what is kind of equivalent to what his ACL is, and so it's a long recovery process, but he'll make it through. He'll be okay.